everyone, and welcome to this Video Song Frontier video. What you're looking at here is something that I acquired from FreeCycle. I acquired this a couple of months ago, but I've not really had much of a chance to properly show it to you. And it's only recently that I'm actually going to be able to do that. What you're looking at here is a Compaq DeskPro EN. Now this is a larger machine than the one that I already had, and I'll tell you how I came by it. I had this idea that I wanted to build a Pentium 3 gaming machine. The Abstalgia PC, sadly, it died, is now no longer with us. And Billy Carr, also known as Road Geek, and I had been talking at great length about what would be the ideal of Windows, the ultimate Windows 98 gaming machine. And we each kind of offered ideas to the table. Basically, we came up with the idea that it should have at least a 1.2 GHz Pentium 3 processor, dual optical drive, CD, RW, and DVD-ROM, just in case we ever wanted to burn any CDs or anything. You never know when it might come in handy. Yes, both our main computers can do it as well, but it's the ultimate Windows 98 game. Shut up! Moving on. No, I'm only kidding on. 256 megs of RAM would be a good idea. Between 256 and 384. Definitely no more than 512, because it's just too much for a machine. This type of a machine. Dedicated graphics and a half-decent sound card also would be a good idea. Just kind of in that vein. Maybe, a 40 to 80 gig hard disk. So I said, well, okay. So, has anyone got a case and a 380 and a socket 370 motherboard? I'm pretty sure I'd be able to bring to the party some optical disk drives and things like that. As it turns out, someone was able to help me, and they said, "Well, actually, I've got a Compaq DeskPro. It's a gigahertz." And when they said that, well, suddenly the 1.2 gigahertz lower limit just didn't really seem that much of an issue anymore. So I decided to take it. And what we have here is a Compaq DeskPro EN P1.0GHz. Now again, I've not had a chance to play around with this much, but now I'm going to be setting it up in a kind of a reasonable way. So I'm going to actually be able to I'm actually going to be able to use it. So what we have here is, it's a socket 8, well, no it isn't. It uses the Intel 815 chipset, which a lot of people will agree it's not as good as the 440BX, but it's what we have. Now it does have onboard graphics and onboard sound. I'll show you the parts actually, as a this is a Compaq branded power supply. I don't know who actually makes it. It's apparently a product of China. Replaced with Compaq spare number 176784. Let's have a look. 204. It's 200 watts max. You can say that again. And it even says 200 watts there, and someone's done it with a permanent marker. 200 watt power supply, with a kettle lead in. We have a motherboard with a bit of an odd layout, USB ports, and you have PS2 mouse and keyboard ports, an IEEE 1284 parallel printer port, next to RS-232 serial port, and below that is another RS-232 serial port. Then you have VGA out, Ethernet, line in, headphone and microphone, but we're not going to be using that sound card because I was able to add both graphics and sound because the machine has an AGP slot on the motherboard, even though there's onboard graphics. That was still pretty unheard of back when this machine was built in, I think it was 10th of June or 18th of June. It was certainly June 2000 anyway. So I added, well, I did have the TNT2 card out of the Abstalgia PC, but it was glitching with Croc and Roll Cage. So, I decided to switch it out. I put an ATI Radeon 9600 GT, but I thought that was too new for the machine. So what I've done is, if you remember that box of Pentium 4 parts that I actually received, what I've done is taken the graphics card from that and I've put it in here. I don't know if it works at this point. I'm going to have to test it. And then the sound is provided by this beautiful Oriole Vortex 2 sound card, which has got SPDIF. And lots and lots of impressive sound, and the MIDI sounds absolutely wonderful. So, what I think we're going to do is I'm going to just drop these drives down. Yes, that's right. There we go. Just make sure it's properly down. Yep. Excellent. What we have here is a CD writer drive, which I got from Red Quine. Originally in there was a CD-ROM drive, and I also have a DVD burner, which I got out of a machine that I got from a customer. So, yes, it's a bit of a hodgepodge of bits, but the sound card is, I believe, the only thing I've actually paid for in this machine. So what we're going to do, we're just going to throw the lid on. Just, yeah, that's how you do it actually. You don't slam it down, you release the catches and just let it kind of drop down. So that's what we're going to do, just and then there's a wee thumb screw on the back on a spring. You just tighten up, and there you have it. That's a machine kind of put back together. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to hitch it up to this TV here, and we'll check that the graphics card, see if that goes. Okay, so I believe we're ready. So, ladies and gentlemen, smoke test! And to answer any concerns, yes, I'm sure my neighbours love me yelling smoke test in the middle of the night. Well, keyboard error. Make sure the keyboard is correctly plugged into the machine. Press F1 to continue. Okay. I certainly recognised it. That hard drive sounds awful. It's like, yeah. Well, this certainly seems to work. Okay, so what I've done is, everything seems to be fine apart from the keyboard error. I kind of guessed that it would be, I kind of guessed that it might be okay because the machine didn't actually power itself on when I first applied power. I kind of knew that, so these Compaqs actually do that. Although the P500 I was working on yesterday didn't, but never mind. This is quite unique in that it's got Red Hat stickers on it. It actually came with Red Hat. I wonder if someone was a bit of a Linux fan and just kind of put Red Hat stickers, or whether the machine really did come with Red Hat Linux. Now, I'm not sure if the GeForce drivers are installed, or you know, if Windows 2000 even has inbuilt support for GeForce drivers. But you know, I'm gonna see, and I'm gonna, you know, maybe see about downloading them. However, I am gonna do a reinstall of both Windows 98 and Windows 2000, and I've got a perfectly good reason for that, and that is as follows. This is the third graphics card I've had in here. Now I'm pretty sure. I mean, I have heard it said that you know, these machines actually run really quite well with XP. But I've said this before. I'm pretty sure I have said this before. Don't. Because seriously, it's. And I'm quite surprised. Yes, you can get the driver. That's brilliant, is that? You've got the drivers now. Yeah, no, I mean, seriously, Windows XP on a machine of this vintage, it is bad news. Oh, and something I like about Windows 2000 is you don't need to restart the computer to fly it from 16 colours to 16-bit colours. Ah, yeah! Look at that. Well, the theme's a wee bit odd, but I'm sure I can sort that out. Did I not save a Compaq specific version of this thing? No, I didn't. Okay, I'll just change it. I don't even know why I'm doing this if I'm going to be changing the graphics card. I don't know how well this is going to work. Oh yeah, naturally it's off the side of the screen. Derp. Oh yeah, and obviously there's naturally there's no sound because I've not been bothered to plug anything in. D3D 12. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. This TV seems to be a bit odd with 1280 by 720 through a computer. It's fine with it through a console, but through a computer it's like, I'm just gonna display it on the side. Oh, right. Derp. Shall I tell you what else is wrong? I had this set to work with a PlayStation controller, connected using a USB thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reset the control. I'm just kind of testing it, you know, because Croc was one of the games where I had slight issues. So try to play this one-handed. That's pretty impressive. Oh, that's the one. And then I think space is to jump. Yes, of course it is, because I've just used it. Herp derp. Whoops. Obviously, even if Windows 2000 does have support for a particular display driver, seriously, don't use it, because NVIDIA can give you something better. Yeah, I knew that would happen. So well done to me for not going, oh, there's the platform, I'll just jump on it. I learnt as a child the number of times I ended up in the lava. Like that. Anyway, that's I believe that's all working. So there you have it. There's the correct display driver. And oh yes, I did think, because obviously I had a TNT2 in here before, and obviously the unified drivers have installed it, and it's like, yep, that's the driver. Because that made perfect sense. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this machine up in its permanent kind of new home. Well, semi-permanent for reasons I'm not going to go into, but there you have it. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video now. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you've liked what you've seen, please feel free to subscribe to do so. Just follow the URL that will be given in a couple of minutes. And I'd like to say, if you've not already done so, please feel free to explore my channel and see my other videos. But that said, thank you for watching, and I hope you will all join me again for my next video. And of course, I will be doing more on this Compaq DeskPro. Thank you for watching, and see you all again.